So you recently had one of your biggest months in business. What was that like? And what do you think well, first, let me ask you, what was it like?
Yeah. You know, it became my biggest challenge, which was so unexpected for me. It was so unexpected. We talk about this sometimes, you and I, Jamila, about how, like, it would be great if things were just always easy, right? And I think one of the expectations of hitting your biggest months, making a lot of money is like, oh, that's when things are going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
That's when we can sit back and chill. And the truth of the matter is after I came down from a very short-lived high, right? Like, oh my God, we did it. This is so crazy. Ah! Then it was like a scarcity set in of like, how am I going to be able to do this again?
Oh,
Am I
oh my
am
God.
I going to
Preach.
be able to do this again? Right? Like, and then it was suddenly like I was falling down this rabbit hole of scarcity and fear off of having our biggest month we've ever had in business. I mean, this is double what we used to make in a year. You know what I mean? And so yeah, in that way, of course, it was glorious. We celebrated, and then shortly after that, I had to really look carefully and evaluate my relationship with money, my safety and security from a certain number, right? That made me feel good. If as long as I have this certain amount in the bank account, like, we're fine.
Yeah.
And so I started to really do, the work that came with that, so that, I wanted, I I want to feel great. I want to feel great if I have, $1 million, or if I have 50. And I'm the type of person that I can, material things are really fun and exciting to me. But when I think about the moments that I'm happiest in life and I feel truest to myself, and I feel like, I am so filled to the brim with gratitude that, like, how could this be my amazing life? It's not doing anything with those expensive and material things. It's, for me, it's, sitting on a beach with my family and losing track of time. That, to me, is my life's greatest joy. And knowing that about myself, again, I had to really create safety within myself, not within money and not within, a certain amount in my bank account. And that's some of the, as someone who grew up very poor, very poor. I mean, Burger King was a once a month treat poor, and shifting into this, place of wealth, let's just say it what it is. It's that's been some work.
Yeah. So share, Kristina, with the audience, like, what you did for your biggest month, because I want people to really understand, like, you're not playing marketing, you're doing marketing, you're doing
Yeah.
serious marketing for people that's transformational and it's changing lives and businesses.
Hmm. And we make it play.
Yeah. And you make
Right.
it
And
fun.
we make it
Absolutely.
fun. Yeah. So you said, share what
Your,
we did,
yeah, your biggest month.
like the number. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We did 90K. We did 90K
Yeah.
in 1 month. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. And you saying that you grew up, right? You come from a Filipino family,
Hmm.
saying that you grew up, with, not having a trust fund handed to you or any of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
what did that mean for you in terms of, like, from a cultural background and, like, being able to stand out as a woman of color that's making that kind of money in her business?
Yeah. It's I'll be honest. Part of it, I love so much what I do. I am being intentional now about stopping and thinking about these things, because it's kind of like you read about people who do this, first whatever, and their first person in their family to go to college, first person in their family to be a doctor, right? And the realization hit me just this past weekend as I was standing in my parents' house that I will be the first millionaire in my family. And that's so fucking crazy. That's so crazy because sometimes honestly, like I said, I'm just doing something that I love to do. And honestly, it comes from a place of, it's not an option for me anymore to go back to work for someone else. Like, I am not hireable, right? Like, and so yeah, it's I think it gives me such a different perspective of pure gratitude. And I'm I'm even more proud of myself. I'm not knocking anyone who has a trust fund. I'm not knocking anyone who has been giving the connections and who went to the right high school. So they just built their business off of all their high school friends. Because trust me, I see a lot of that going on. I'm like, damn, if only I had it that easy, right? But honestly, it makes me really proud. It makes me really proud that, like, I've built this from nothing. And I think that that's so empowering, right, to other women of color. And our team is all women of color at this point, not certainly not on purpose, so to speak, but that's who we are, and that's what we're really proud of. And our main, women that we work with are other women of color. And I think that they're just, yeah, there's a huge level of empowerment, and also I think a known level of grit that you have to have. This is not an easy journey by any means. You really have to be willing to stick with it. You really have to, for the long run sustainability of your happiness and for your business, you have to learn how to love the lows as much as you love the highs. And God, I mean, if that isn't worth, then I don't know what is.